So many times people ask us, it's like, how did you guys get started with the whole nutrition and fitness and online accountability? How did that all happen? And really, it all began with this one, and then I joined in. So we're going to share that story right now. Bridget, you want to tell your part?
Yeah, so gosh, several years ago, I was going through a really scary health time. Nothing really bad, because every doctor's appointment and doctor was saying that I was fine, but I was losing weight really, really fast. And all the tests were coming back normal, and they were basically saying, you're absolutely fine. But I was developing allergies to foods that I had never, ever been allergic to before. And so with me losing weight very quickly, my body was being depleted of nutrients and things that I needed so desperately. So after trying so many different things, I finally reached out to my sister Candace, and she said, I told her my problems, I told her my issues, and she said, well, have you ever tried this drink this dense nutrition shake that we drink called Shakeology? And I said, you know what, Candace, I haven't tried it, but there's probably something in it that I can't have because I'm pretty much allergic now to everything. But she said, go ahead and call our friend Rachel, who was the distributor, and talk to her, ask her, have her go through all of the ingredients. So I did, and lo and behold, there was nothing in it that I couldn't have. There were some wonderful, wonderful things in it, but I still didn't know how my body was going to tolerate it. So I bought my first bag, and I started drinking Shakeology for me as nutrition. I was not using it for weight loss. I was not using it for anything but to replenish the nutrients that I was losing by not, eating fruits and vegetables and whole grains and things like that. So I started drinking it every day. And after my first month, I really started to feel better. I didn't feel great, but I certainly felt a lot better than what I did a month ago. So I bought my second bag, and I started doing that. And after the second bag, I was like, okay, I'm really starting to feel really good. Like my energy is starting, to come back a little bit. And so she said, why don't you buy a challenge pack? And I said, she's like, you can get a workout and this and that. I said, no, I don't have the energy yet to work out. But she said, yes, but when you are, you'll have it. So I bought the size challenge pack because I love to dance. And so I bought that. And so by the end of my third bag of Shakeology, I was dancing again. I was exercising. I was feeling amazing. The phrase that I was using around my house prior to this was, I just don't feel good. I literally I have no energy. I don't feel good. I don't feel like doing anything. And now I'm up dancing, and now I'm up exercising again. And John was basically like, where is this coming from? And I said, I don't know, but I think it's whatever is in these shakes that I'm drinking is really starting to heal the inside of my body. And he said, well, whatever it is, you are never going off of it. You're going to be drinking it every day, because I don't want you to go back to being sick. I want the woman that I married back again. I want the athletic and happy and exciting person that you were. And so that's kind of my story. So I drink Shakeology every single day. I do not miss it. And sometimes, I'll be honest, I drink it twice a day. Just because sometimes I crave that little chocolate cold dessert kind of a thing, especially in the hot summers here. So I might have it twice a day, but I drink it once a day for my dense nutrition. And that's pretty much my story.
And I was doing other shakes. I was doing detoxes. I was doing cleanses. And she was getting this bag every month. And I'm like, oh, just got a whole bunch. I'll just have a little bit. And it was by far better tasting than what I was using.
And I was noticing that my shakes were starting, because I had wanted him to try it prior, and he was like, no, I like what I'm doing. I like what I'm drinking. you do your thing, I'll do my thing. But then I started noticing my bag of shake dwindling down, and I was like, hey, what's going on? And then that's when he said, your shakes taste way better than the shakes that I'm drinking. And I said, well, if you're gonna go on Shakeology, then you need to start getting your own bag because these are mine.
And so our coach was just like, well, and at this point, people were following her. They were loving her energy. They were following her Instagram. Her Instagram was getting tens of thousands of views. And so she's like, Bridget, you need to add John as part of your team for the business aspect of it. And that's a whole nother issue there. But so, and my story was, I ended up, thought I was like, I work at a public utility company, and so I thought I was like, 40 something, and I was fitter than most of the people that I worked with, and I was doing something. I'd do push-ups, do some sit-ups, I do some jumping jacks, then I'd take a 20-minute walk around our neighborhood every morning. So I was doing something for about 30 minutes. Well, then she started doing size, and so she started doing 21-day fix, and I'd walk in at the end of mine, and I'd walk in, and I'd be like, who's that on the TV? Huh, she's kind of cute. And she was like, you want to work out with me? And I'm like, yeah, it's about the same length of time that mine was. And so we started working out together. And that turned out to be our couple happy hour. It was a time that we actually got to spend together and work out together and get sweaty. Now, she didn't want to give me a big hug when we were all done because it was just gross, but it really kind of solidified our relationship. We've been married going on 19 years this year. And so the aspect of what I thought I was really doing fitness, I really wasn't. In my mind, I was. But what ended up really triggering me is about the time that she's like, well, you're drinking all these shakes, you really need to kind of join me, is the time that, really the last time I got sick, which was about 3 years ago. And I went to the doctor, and they take your blood pressure and all that, and they're like, John, by the looks of everything, if things don't change, the next time you come in, we're gonna need to talk about putting you on high cholesterol medication, and your blood pressure needs to change. And I'm thinking, do you know who you're talking about? It's like, I feel great, I'm healthy, I'm exercising, I'm eating healthy, which I thought, and you're telling me all this. And so, and then her world kind of intersected with mine. And the next time I went in for my annual checkup a year later, healthy checkup, wellness checkup, and they were just like, oh my gosh, John, your numbers are completely different. What are you doing? And all I could really contribute it to is I was eating her healthy. I had probably lost, at that point, about 40 pounds. I've lost a total of 55 from the time that I began. And I was just active every day. I'm working out 4, 5, 6 days a week, and I have more energy. I'm feeling more self-confident. My energy level is boosted. I have my focus. I don't know about you guys, but like around 2, 3 o'clock, your focus just starts to kind of fade away, and you can't concentrate. And that is probably the greatest thing that has changed for me, because that has diminished. I can't say it's zero, and I can't say my love for sugar is at zero, but it has decreased so much to where it has really helped my sugar and cravings. And so that's really how we kind of got connected in doing all these different programs and eating healthier. I don't know about you, Bridge, but I think one of the best things that I love is how when we're doing stuff here at home, our kids get to see us doing it. Mm-hmm. We're eating asparagus, and now they're asking for asparagus. Now, mind you, they're still getting, some cookies and some chips and things like that. It's like, it's an 80-20 philosophy. We're not perfect, we still have tacos, and we go out to dinner and things like that. And someone likes a nice glass of Chardonnay, and I like a little IPA here and there. So it's not 100%, but it's a lifestyle. And her energy level is where it was when we started dating. I'm feeling more self-confident and feeling better about my body, and I'm not got that dad bod, and it's just, we feel good.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no better way to say it. We feel so good, and it's so important to have that shake every single day. And it's like dessert. It really is. Like, especially, there's something about having a cold Shakeology, however you make it, whatever goodies you put in it, or like me, you just use water and ice and you make it. But there's something so delicious about having your shake, you know, at your time of day, when you want it. It's like dessert, and especially after a workout. You know, we usually work out first thing in the morning, and then I take my shake. We both take our shakes on our way to work, and it's just driving to work and having our Shakeology is like
drinking and driving and having the healthiest meal of the day.
I can't explain it until you do it yourself. It's amazing. So
that's our story. Hope it helped.
Thanks.
All right. Have a great day.